Hello, hello! I saw this Misa figurine on the internet and I decided that I want to cosplay it. In this video, I'm showing you how I made the wig. I made a so-called wig helmet for this cosplay. I've never done that before, which is why I'm using my old Misa wig. It's kinda crusty and old by now, but perfect for this experiment of sorts. First, I removed the bows and put them away. I removed the hair ties as well and started brushing the hair. I especially had to get through the teased parts of the pigtails and the ends. I'm using a wig comb for this. After that, I gave it a good soak in water mixed with some laundry softener. I don't know if that actually does anything, but it feels like it's helping with detangling. I let it soak with another wig for a couple of days, rinsed it and hung it up to dry. Then came the finer detangling. I put the hair in 3 sections. The first is tangled hair, the second one is the hair I currently brush, and the third section is detangled hair. I always move strands of hair from one section to the next, and with those 3 sections I move around the wig head. I'm using these really big hair clips for the sections, and to brush both a wig comb and a regular fine-tooth comb. For especially hard knots, I use detangling spray. A regular spray for humans also works great on wigs. The reference has bangs with big strands on each side, so I sectioned those off before starting to cut the rest of the hair. Then I made hair wefts. I cut the strands about 1 or 2 centimeters from the base. I removed the short hairs with the fine-toothed comb and used a good amount of got-to-be gel to seal the ends. Make sure that all of the hairs are covered in it. And although the steam and smell are scary, use a flat iron on a lower setting to dry and harden the wet gel. But better test beforehand if the gel and the wig you use can actually take the heat. And this is how the wig looks after all of that. To make sure the wefts stick well, I used this fluffy material. I didn't write down what that stuff actually is, and I don't know how to find out what I actually used. Oopsie. I just roughly cut out pieces that cover the wig and glued them on with hot glue. Then I cut off the excess and where the pieces overlapped or just were too thick. I've seen others use a heating gun to shrink the fluffy material a bit. And although I didn't do that, I think it's a good idea from what I've seen in those other people's videos. After marking where I want the pigtails and middle part, I started gluing on the wefts with Uhu Alplast Spezialkleber. I glued on the tip of the wefts with the strands going towards the marking of the pigtail. If the weft was much longer than the space it had to cover, I cut it off at the marking and resealed the ends. I then put glue on the wig base and pressed the strands of hair on it with a silicone spatula to prevent the glue from getting on my skin. I did the same thing on the other side until I reached the markings for the middle part. I didn't want a straight line for the middle part, but a zigzag line instead. For that, I alternated gluing on the wefts from each side and layered them a little bit on top of each other. The rest of cutting them and gluing them on was the same as before. And here you can also see me use got-to-be spray and a hairdryer to glue on any flyaway hairs. At the end, the middle part should look like this. Here you can just watch me attempt to cover the edge at the side of the head. I definitely need to work clean next time. And before working on the pigtails, I just shortened the side of the bangs. To attach the pigtails with magnets, I sewed this magnet into a piece of fabric and wanted to glue it to the base of the pigtail. However, the Uhu glue I used dissolved the styrofoam I wanted to use, so I couldn't use styrofoam and instead had to make a new base out of foam. I first traced the original base and made 3 templates of different sizes. I traced those templates on 5mm foam and cut them out with an X-Acto knife. Be careful, they're very sharp. I used Pateks Kraftkleber Classic to glue the 3 layers. I first covered one side of the bottom layer and the middle layer. After waiting for 15 minutes to dry, I stuck them together and repeated the process with the middle layer and the third layer. Be careful and precise when sticking the layers together. Since it's a contact glue, the parts will instantly stick together and you won't be able to reposition them. After gluing everything together, I roughly cut the bases with my X-Acto knife for a smoother transition between the different layers. I also used a rougher sanding paper to smoothen the pieces further. I didn't have a heating gun at hand, so I tried heating the bases with a hairdryer and shaped them into a slight curve. It worked a little bit, but not really. I cut a dent into the underside of the base to glue the fabric-covered magnet into, and afterwards covered the entire layer with another piece of fabric to seal everything in. The leftover hair wefts weren't voluminous enough for the pigtails, so I decided to crimp them. I just went over them multiple times with a fine-toothed crimping iron. Gluing the wefts on the base was a bit messy and very hard to film. I basically just glued them on in layers from bottom to top until it looked like this. For cutting the pigtails, I used regular paper scissors and thinning scissors. My camera moved without me noticing, so you sadly can't see much. But I basically angled the pigtail a bit so that I could cut the layers with a straight line. I fine-tuned the correct shape by cutting into the hairs with my scissors nearly parallel to the hairs. I can't really give you more exact directions than that. I don't really know what I'm doing here either. You just need to see how it looks and cut until it looks how you want it. That's why it's better to leave them a bit longer at first. You can always cut hairs shorter, but it's hard to make them longer again. To give the pigtails the finishing cut, I used the thinning scissors at the ends of the hairs, just to thin out the ends a bit. When I attached the pigtails to the wig, they looked like this. Already pretty good, but I wanted them to have a better shape. I used got2b spray and a blow dryer and first flattened and shaped the bangs and side pieces. On the pigtails, I took a strand of hair, sprayed some got2b on it and shaped it into position with my hands. That way they are more individual strands and not just one big pigtail. I wanted to give the bangs a round shape, but it didn't really work with the flat iron. Instead, I put a thick hair tie underneath the section of the bangs and heated them up with the blow dryer. I shaped the hairs into the desired shape over the hair tie while they cooled again. I repeated that with the rest of the bangs and styled them again with got2b. To attach the pigtails, I used a second pair of the same magnets and put them underneath the wig. I didn't attach them in any way, I just pushed them underneath the wig after putting it on. It works well enough for this wig, but for different projects, I'm definitely going to find a way to properly attach them. And this is the finished wig! I hope you enjoyed this video and got something helpful out of my rambling, and if not, maybe at least some entertainment. You can watch me make the rest of this cosplay in the next video. If you've figured out how to do that, you can click on it on the screen right now. Well, enjoy, bye bye, and good luck with your cosplay!